Listen, I got a story that I want to add into the Animal Assassins playbook for this week.
These guys are making the cut, I think. These guys are making the cut.
This is a really interesting story. The title of this article, there's a few of them I'm going to quote from, but the main one I'm talking about is from AP News. The title is, "A population of hard-to-eradicate super pigs in Canada is threatening to invade the U.S."
Whoa.
So check this out. I'm going to read a little bit from this. An exploding population of hard-to-eradicate super pigs in Canada is threatening to spill south of the border, and northern states like Minnesota, North Dakota, and Montana are taking steps to stop the invasion.
It's not happening.
In Canada, the wild pigs roaming Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba pose a new threat. They are often crossbreeds that combine the survival skills of the wild Eurasian boar with the size and high fertility of domestic swine to create a super pig that's spreading out of control.
No joke. A super pig, they're calling it.
So there's a professor up there who's quoted calling them the most invasive animal on the planet and an ecological train wreck.
You thought lanternflies was annoying?
Yeah, this is no joke.
So here's a little backstory. The pigs are not native to North America, and while they did roam in parts of the continent for centuries, Canada's problem dates back only to the 1980s when they encouraged farmers to raise wild boar. They encouraged farmers to raise wild boar. The market collapsed after peaking in 2001. And some frustrated farmers simply cut their fences and let the animals free. So they let these wild boars out. It turned out that the pigs were very good at surviving Canadian winter. Smart, they adapted, and they were furry.
Okay.
They eat anything, including crops and wildlife. They tear up land when they rooted for bugs and crops. They can spread devastating diseases to hog farms like African swine fever, and they reproduce quickly. So they can have 6 piglets in a litter and raise 2 litters in a year.
So they
these piggies are wildin'.
Eat anything. They reproduce super rapidly, and they spread hella viruses and destroy lands. Billions of dollars.
It sounds like Canada is Canada, right? It's happening.
Yeah, Canada.
I think Canada needs to invest in a couple leopards, tigers, and lions. Because the way I see these, I don't know. Now there are super pigs, so I don't know if the standard way that they attack a warhog or pigs, lions, just might be a little challenged. But the way I see it, get some lions out there.
So they need some hybrid lions, like ligers. They need some ligers to handle this.
So here, there's a little. Pig. Here's how bad the problem is, right? This means because they reproduce so fast that 65%. Or more of the wild pig population could be killed every year, and it would still increase.
Whoa.
Hunting, the problem only made it worse. The success rate of hunters is only about 2 to 3%. And several states banned hunting because it makes the pigs more wary and nocturnal, tougher to track down and eradicate.
So the pigs figured out that they were being hunted and started covering up their tracks. They changed their pattern of behavior. These pigs are legit, man.
And even worse, wild pigs already cause $2.5 billion in damage to the U.S. crops every year, mostly in southern states like Texas, and they can be aggressive towards humans. A woman was killed by wild pigs in 2019. So eradication up there, they're saying, is not even possible any longer.
It's over.
But
they won.
They're up to at least 62,000 wild pigs roaming that area by Canada and the northern
crazy.
Border. But
in North Dakota, like right at that border.
Yeah, so it's interesting. And now the U.S. states that are up there are like, what the hell are we going to do? And they're trying to take steps to make sure it doesn't, spread like crazy. One of the things they do is as soon as they notice one, they try to go and attack that spot immediately where they find them. But I don't know how successful they're going to be.
They plant traps.
This is crazy.
Here it says that could include big ground traps with names like Boar Buster or net guns fired from helicopters. Some states and provinces embrace crowdsourced squeal on pigs tracking programs. Scientists have also studied poisons such as sodium nitrite. but they risk harming other species. They're so desperate to stop these things that they're thinking about, can we poison these pigs?
Shit, man.
That
They're about to
shit's
drop a
crazy.
nuclear bomb out there the way they sound. They about to do whatever it takes.
Why can't this bring the bacon price down?
Yeah.